Hi guys, welcome to learnCity. My name is Daniel, and in this video I'll be taking you through biology past questions and answers in other topics. Our topic today is viruses, Monera Protista, fungi. Our first question is gotten from the year 1978, question 7, which says, euglena may be classified as a plant because it A. has chloroplast, B. has a gullet, C. lives in a pond, D. possesses a flagellum, E. has a pellicle. Let's give it a try. Okay, now let's see what the answer says. The correct answer is A. has chloroplast. The correct answer is A because among all the options there, chloroplast is the only feature that is peculiar to plants. Green plants particularly, they have chloroplast, which aids them in photosynthesis, and that is why euglena can be classified as a plant. Question 2. Rhizopus, or mucor, obtains its food from dead organic matter extracellularly. It is said to be A. a facultative parasite, B. a saprophyte, C. an obligate parasite, D. a commensal, E. an autotroph. That question is gotten from the year 1978, question 25. Let's give it a try. Okay, now let's see what the correct answer says. The correct answer is B, a saprophyte. The correct answer is B, a saprophyte, because an autotroph is an organism that makes its own food. A saprophyte is an organism that feeds on dead, decaying organic matter. And that is what Rhizopus or mucor does. It feeds on decaying or dead organic matter, and that's how it gets its own food. Question 3. One of the following statements is not true of viruses. They are microorganisms. B. They are smaller than bacteria. C. They can be seen with an ordinary light microscope. D. It has an anal pore. E. Its food vacuole is not stationary. The question is gotten from the year 1979, question 21. Why not give it a try? Okay, let's see what the correct answer says. The correct answer is C. They can be seen with an ordinary light microscope. The correct answer is C because out of all the options there, all of them are true of viruses except C. Viruses cannot be seen with ordinary light microscope. They have to be viewed with an electronic microscope because they are very, very tiny, and they are even tinier than some other microorganisms. That's why you require a more powerful microscope, for example, an electronic microscope, to view viruses. Question 4. In mucor or rhizopus, carbohydrate is absorbed in the form of A. starch, B. sucrose, C. glucose, D. glycogen, E. arabinose. The question is gotten from the year 1980, question 1. Let's give it a try. Now let's see what the correct answer says. The correct answer is C. glucose. The correct answer is C because Rhizopus or mucor can only absorb carbohydrate into the body in form of glucose. That is the only form in which carbohydrate can come into the body of a Rhizopus or mucor. The next question. Question 5. In Rhizopus, carbohydrate is stored in form of glucose. A. glucose, B. paramylum, C. glycogen, D. starch, E. oil. The question is gotten from the year 1983, question 43. Why not give it a try? Now let's see what the correct answer says. The correct answer is C. glycogen. The correct answer is C. glycogen is because from our previous question, we found out that Rhizopus absorbs carbohydrate into the body in form of glucose. But that is the way it absorbs it into the body. But it stores it in form of glycogen. It can only absorb it as glucose, then store it as glycogen. Stores that glycogen so that when it requires to secrete carbohydrate or to use carbohydrate, it brings out the glycogen for use. Question 6. In which of the following group of animals are flagella and cilia found? A. flatworms, B. annelids, C. coelenterate, D. protozoa, E. nematodes. 1985, question 2. Okay, let's see what the correct answer says. The correct answer is D, protozoa. The correct answer is D because flagella and cilia are structures found in organisms used for movement. So some animals under the protozoa use cilia or flagella for movement. For example, Paramecium makes use of cilia for movement, while euglena makes use of flagellum for movement. Question 7. Which of the following features of euglena is found only in animals? A. Paramylum granules, B. Flagellum, C. Pellicle, D. Pyrenoid. Question is found in the year 1987, question 2. Why not give it a try? Let's give it a try. Okay, let's check out what the correct answer says now. The correct answer is C. Pellicle. The correct answer is C. Pellicle because out of all the other options, the only one particular to just animals is pellicle. Paramylum granules can be found in plants mostly, but also in some animals. Flagellum is a structure used for movement. It being a structure used for movement doesn't mean it's not also found in plants. Some organisms classified as plant-like also make use of flagellum. Pyrenoid is found in Spirogyra, which is classified as a plant-like organism. So it's not found only in animals. But pellicle is found only in animals. Question 8. Which of the following groups is the most advanced? Which of the following groups is the most advanced? A. Pteridophytes, B. Bryophytes, C. Talophytes, D. Gymnosperms. The question is gotten from the year 2001, question 5. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Now let's see what the correct answer says. The correct answer is D. Gymnosperms. The correct answer is D. Gymnosperms because all the organisms found here are found under the kingdom Plantae. Another kingdom Plantae, we have 3 phyla. Phyla is plural of phylum. We have Talophyta, Bryophyta, and Tracheophyta. Talophyte is the least advanced, followed by Bryophyta, that's the bryophyte. Then we have Tracheophyta. Under Tracheophyta, we have Pteridophyta and Spermatophyta. Then, after we have Pteridophyta, then Spermatophyta. Then Spermatophyta is divided into 2 also, the Gymnosperms and the Angiosperms. So among all the options here, Gymnosperms is the most advanced because it is found in Spermatophyta, which is the most advanced division of plants. Question 9. The similarity among organisms belonging to the same group of organisms will be listed within each A. Family, B. Order, C. Kingdom, D. Species. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Now let's see what the correct answer says. The correct answer is C. Kingdom. The correct answer is C. Kingdom because the question asked us in which group will similarity be least. That means in which group will we have the most differences? And the answer is obviously kingdom because kingdom is the biggest classification. For example, we have kingdom Animalia, then we have different phyla under it. So as we move down the pecking order, when we get to phylum, when we get to class, order, family, genus, species, the similarity starts getting closer. We start having more similarities. For example, we'll have more similarities between a maize plant, which is found in the Spermatophyta, and ferns, which are both in the same phylum, than we'll have between an animal, or an organism, a plant, found in Talophyta. Question 10. A plant-like feature in euglena is the A. Pellicle, B. Pigment spot, C. Large spot, D. Gullet. The question is got from the year 2004, question 5. Why not give it a try? Let's give it a try. Now let's see what the correct answer says. The correct answer is B. Pigment spot. The correct answer is B, pigment spot, because all of the other features there are animal-like features. Pellicle is found mostly in animals. Large spot is found mostly in animals. Gullet, obviously, is an animal-like feature in the digestive system, but pigment spot is a plant-like feature. Pigment spot functions as a chloroplast in euglena. That is why the correct answer is B, pigment spot. Question 11. Which of the following is devoid of true nuclei? A, algae, B, Monera, C, fungi, D, viruses. The question is gotten from the year 2010, question 8. Why not give it a try? Now let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is B, Monera. The correct answer is Monera because all of the other organisms there are eukaryotes. And Monera is the only one that is a prokaryote. And prokaryotes, one of the features of prokaryotes is that they don't have a true or definite nucleus. Now, all of the other organisms there, algae, fungi, viruses, are what we call eukaryotes. Eukaryotes have true nucleus. Monera, as a prokaryote, does not have a true nucleus. So definitely the answer is B, Monera. Next question. Question 12. Which of the following is the lowest category of classification? A, class, B, species, C, family, D, genus. That question is gotten from the year 2012, question 15. Why not give it a try? Let's see what the correct answer says. The correct answer is B, species. The correct answer is B, species, because according to this pecking order of classification, the first system we have is kingdom, then the next one is phylum, then the next one is class, next one is order, family, then genus, then species. Species is the last or the least category of classification. Therefore, the answer is species, B. Question 13. The fungi are a distinct group of eukaryotes, mainly because they have A, spores, B, no chlorophyll, C, many fruiting bodies, D, sexual and asexual production. The question is gotten from the year 2012, question 7. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Now, let's just see what the answer says. The correct answer says C, many fruiting bodies. The correct answer is C because out of all the other options, those are features that many of the other eukaryotes have. For example, A, spores, is a feature of both the pteridophytes and the bryophytes. Ferns, the mosses, the ferns, the mosses, the liverworts, they have spores. No chlorophyll is a feature of a lot of animals in the eukaryotes. So that's not a feature common to only the fungi. Then, sexual and asexual reproduction. A lot of organisms show both sexual and asexual reproduction. But C is the correct answer, many fruiting bodies, because fungi, we're not talking about fruits as in mango or apple. We're talking about fruiting bodies, branching of hyphae from the fungi. That's what we mean by fruiting bodies. And fungi possesses lots of hyphae branching out of its body. And that's why the correct answer is C, many fruiting bodies. Question 14. Which of the following is the simplest living organism? A, virus, B, amoeba, C, chlamydomonas, D, paramecium. The question is gotten from the year 2013, question 12. Why not give it a try? Let's give it a try. Now let's see what the correct answer says. The correct answer is obviously A, virus. Virus is the simplest living organism because even according to the system of classification, it's not even really classified as a living organism. Virus is not a living organism until it is in the body of a host, and therefore it is the simplest living organisms in classification. Question 15. Fungi are referred to as heterotrophs because they A, lack chlorophyll, B, have mycelium, C, lack roots, D, are filamentous. Question is got from the year 2013, question 21. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Let's see what the correct answer is now. The correct answer says A, lack chlorophyll. The correct answer is A because we have autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs are organisms that produce their own food. They make their own food through the use of chlorophyll and a process called photosynthesis. Heterotrophs don't make their own food. They feed on other organisms or they gain their own food from other sources. And an example of that kind of organism is the fungi. And it's an heterotroph because it doesn't have chlorophyll. Because chlorophyll is the substance used to make that autotrophs used to make their own food. Hence, fungi is an heterotroph. And the correct answer is A, lack chlorophyll.